Hello, this is Sandy and Lee from Backyard Boatbuilders. Backyard Boatbuilders began when we started our first boat, the Glen-l Gypsy. The Gypsy was a 20-foot trailable houseboat, with a high-speed hull. It had a bathroom, kitchen area, dinette and settee. Over the years we have built and rebuilt many boats, but the Gypsy has remained one of our favorites. The boat has given us many fond memories. It often is a family subject of discussion. So, with that in mind, we have decided to build another one. We have some slight modifications in mind that we learned from our first build. Like the first Gypsy, we are confident that this build will be a wonderful family project. The beauty of building your own boat is that you can change things to make it your own. Here's the picture of what the plans show of the boat. We are going to modify the cabin to use regular windows, and we are also going to modify the interior. We start the project by tracing the parts to be cut out onto the wood. The plans show several ways to do this, but we prefer old-fashioned tracing paper. Here is the first piece of our project. It is the bottom of a hull frame. We continue cutting the hull frame pieces and assembling each frame. This is our son Todd, who we respectfully call the Colonel. Todd has been a mainstay at Backyard Boatbuilders, helping us with previous boat builds. Without him we would not be able to build these projects. The template of the transom is supplied on one of the full-size plan sheets. So, when we had completed all the frames, we started to construct the transom. The transom is constructed of 2 pieces of 3/4 plywood glued together. Next, we cut out the transom support pieces and install them. We also cut out the opening for the motor well. This completed all of the hull frames, so we set everything aside ready for assembly. On the plans, the building form is shown as secured to the ground or a solid base. But, we wanted our form to be mobile because we were building inside a garage. We wanted to be able to pull the hull out when necessary, and then push it back in. So, we added a base to the form and added caster wheels to do this. The building form was then constructed as per the plans. We were now ready to install all of the hull frames. Installing the frames on the hull took a little patience, as we had to make sure measurements were correct, and that all the frames are in line. The end results were very exciting, as we started to see our boat taking shape. So, up to this point we have constructed the hull frames, and building form. We have laid out all of the frames on the form ready for the next step. The boat is coming along very well. We installed the boat stem as shown on the plans. With the stem in place, we ran a chalk line down the length of the boat. This gave us a guide to center the keel. On the bow of the boat, the stringers bend quite a bit. We did not have a way to bend them, as they are fairly thick. So what we did, was to cut several thinner pieces of wood, and kept layering them on top of each other. We did this until we had the desired thickness. Each layer was glued, and clamped. To angle the stringers to mount to the stem, we used an old-fashioned hand saw. With all of the modern-day power tools, nothing would do the job like this saw. It reminded me of my boyhood days. Here you can see the result of the layering. The stringers will be sanded so that everything matches up. Next came the bottom battens. Installing these was fairly straightforward, and we installed them according to the plans. At this point of our project, the boat was looking really good. It was exciting to see. With the stringers and battens complete, we sanded everything to get ready for the hull covering. In the next video we will cover the hull with plywood and fiberglass. Be sure to catch the next episode of this adventure. We would like to acknowledge our daughter Robin, who took all of the photos for this video. If it was not for her efforts, this video would not be possible. She is also the unseen helper in our project, lifting and holding pieces where we needed the extra hand.